Back over in Disneyland, just immediately see Donald over there, Chip and Dale over there. There's Mickey, just in his normal clothes. I think it's the first time we've seen him in his normal clothes. Yeah. There's a pretty decent line for him.
He's a leader.
Did we mention it's hot? We did, but it's worth mentioning again. It is very hot, and there's a lot of people here because it is Labor Day, so that explains both those things. But still, it is very hot. Still, nothing like Disney World because the humidity is probably, I don't know, what, 60%? It feels maybe like 70% humidity.
Right
That's
now?
Yeah.
Oh no, definitely not.
Not 70%?
No,
60?
I think it's like maybe 40%.
40?
It's not that humid.
Okay.
We're in Disney World, baby.
But Disney World's like 80% humidity. I don't know. We're gonna check out some more pins right now. So we've checked this one out a few times. Just over at this little stand, they got a little pin lanyard hanging up.
How are you doing? Pretty good.
Anything you like?
How about that one? I think that's your pin.
Oh, is that the one I traded? Okay. All right, thank you. Back into hyperspace. Even though we're still technically outside right here, it's already super cool. Granted, we are super hot, but it just feels so nice immediately. It's actually only 30 minutes for standby right now, which is definitely one of the lowest times I've seen. But we got fast passes, so we're just gonna go right on. Got a Boba Fett meet and greet right outside Hyperspace Mountain. This costume's definitely cool. We had a unique experience.
He broke the ride.
I didn't break the ride.
He broke the ride.
No.
You made everybody get out of the vehicle.
I did do that. So, we were under the impression that there'll be more room in the front car of Hyperspace Mountain, in like the very front row. And I know I just said like, oh, Indiana Jones was worse in the front. I guess I should have learned from that because it was definitely not more room, it was much less. Because of that, I couldn't get in the seat. I tried and tried and tried, but I couldn't get in. So we pulled all the way up and we're about to go on the ride, but at the last second, they switched the track and took us off to like the little like maintenance service area and had everyone get off because I couldn't fit in. So that was a little interesting experience. Got to see kind of, you know, backstage. Not really, it was very slightly backstage. And then had to get on a different one and still didn't have the best leg room. But man, yeah, never had that happen before. Hyperspace it's a little tight. I can still make it work, but it's still a little tight. My knees are kind of banged up right now. Yeah. So we're just once again getting some water from Pizza Planet. Then we're gonna go over, try to ride Finding Nemo. And we have a Fast Pass we got for Thunder Mountain. And then we have one after that for Matterhorn. So still plenty of rides today. Just trying to do as much as possible. Yeah, 10 to 15 minute wait of Finding Nemo ride, not bad at all. There they are over there. All right, boarding the submarines now. Hopefully it's not too tight. Oh yeah, it's pretty roomy. Oh, okay, so the seats fold up and then come down. That's cool. Yeah, it could be a little more headroom, but this is perfectly fine. This is way more spacious than I thought it would be. That's how the legroom is. That's fine. Yeah, yeah. Legroom's fine. If this is going to be a violent ride, then this would be an issue, but it's pretty smooth, so. The window's kind of like low to the ground, though, so you have to like look, really bend down to see everything.
As we leave the coast behind, head towards open water, you'll notice that this is a popular spot for divers searching for exotic fish.
That's interesting, you get a different experience depending where you sit.
There's a fishies. Right, running 0 degrees. Set course directly over the last.
Oh, it's an actual duck.
You want to
As a big fish.
Our destination today is quite
Behind us and in front of us.
Oh, sorry, man.
Okay.
deep waterfall.
That's squirt. I did on purpose.
I know you did.
Sorry, I'm not going to eat you. At least not all at once.
That is a long ride. The GoPro recorded for 8.5 minutes before dying, and then there was still probably a third of the ride left. That's an extremely long ride. I mean, it's great if you want to escape the sun and rest your feet for a bit. It's great. I mean, it was honestly better than I thought it would be. I thought it was just gonna be like a bunch of like just, you know, kind of bad looking animatronics throughout the whole thing. I mean, like, you know, some of the fish didn't look great, but you know, they brought it back with the projections, the screens and everything, with Finding Nemo characters. So it was fine. It was fine, but it's definitely like it's absolutely a one and done for, I feel like, any trip, just because it's so long. And it's kind of a pain to have to like bend down and look through the window the whole time if you're, again, a little bit on the tall side. So now we're gonna go over to Matterhorn, no, Thunder Mountain. Okay, now we're gonna go over to Thunder Mountain and do our fast pass for that, so we can actually do it during the day. So I'll probably record on that again, because I still haven't looked at the footage, so it just might be entire black screen for the footage from last night. Looks like we're getting front row. Turtles with like tiny little moving heads and little rattlesnakes.
Where's the goat?
What?
Where's the goat?
Right here. Here's a goat. So we always walk by New Orleans Square along the river there. We never really go into it, so just kind of heading back here, seeing what's here. So the train's right here. We haven't ridden the train here yet. We probably won't. Maybe on the next trip. Just no real reason to do it right now. Here's the French market, and just head back here. There's a bunch of other shops and restaurants back here, and the bathrooms just in back here. If you're about to go on Pirates or something and you want to find it, it's kind of hidden all the way at the back of all the shops and restaurants. Yeah, also back here, tucked away, is Club 33, right here. The sign said 15 minutes. I don't believe it, but maybe. This is an incredibly different queue than Disney World. Just as soon as you finally get in the building, after the queue wraps around a bunch, the boats are just right here. So I guess we just load right up there. It's definitely different since they're just right here. Huh. Might be a little bit too dark for the GoPro, but one of the big differences with this ride is that you can eat at Blue Bayou right over there. You just watch all the boats go by. Nice and peaceful, like. Pretty similar to the Mexico Pavilion in Epcot. Here we go.
Come seek an adventure in salty old pirates, eh?
Yeah.
That's a much bigger drop than the one in
Yeah, that's a pretty big drop, but yeah, didn't get that wet. Oh, I think there's another drop. Yep, here we go.
Okay.
Again, not too wet. This is cool. Oh, the one drinking the thing.
Your feathers, dearie. Show them your flock.
Hey, send in him to Davy Jones. It's so lovely.
That scoundrel Captain Jack Sparrow will never lay eyes on it, nor this here king.
A little bit of a traffic jam because we have to ascend. Boats keep hitting us.
The forest life for me. I raise a toast.
And now we're back to the queue. Waiting in line at Bengal Barbecue right now. I thought that Pirates was better overall. I thought it was much better than the one at Disney World. What did you think?
I felt like it was obviously much longer. I enjoyed the drops, but I thought it was a little bit too long.
Yes. It was very slow at points.
Yeah.
I think it's better overall, I would say, if you're doing it once. If you don't ride Pirates multiple times, then the one at Disney World is better because it's shorter. I also just felt like the one in Disney World is more outdated than the one here.
Outdated in Disney World?
Yeah, which is, I don't know.
I feel like this one felt more outdated.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. And maybe just because we've seen the one in Disney World like so many times, but I just felt like this one just had like cooler elements. But I might be wrong. I don't know. It was fun overall. Right now, just getting a quick snack at Mango Barbecue. We're outside Jungle Cruise and Indiana Jones. Then we're going to go on Indiana Jones and see what we want to do from there. We have a fast pass for both Indiana Jones and Matterhorn. We might want to skip Matterhorn just because it really just banged us up a lot and just kind of like wasn't worth it in that sense. And maybe just do Jungle Cruise instead. You know, we'll get the snack and then see how we feel. So Steph gets some spicy skewers and a tiger tail, which is basically just a breadstick. And what are the skewers again?
This is a spicy beef one. It is pretty spicy. And then this one is asparagus and bacon. And the tiger tail.
Yep, cool. And it's good?
Yeah, very tender.
We decided we're going to make the Matterhorn fast pass and then immediately go back to Adventureland to do Indiana Jones and possibly Jungle Cruise and Small World. I think that's going to be it for Disneyland.
This is a shame because Small World doesn't matter. Or we just don't do Indiana Jones again.
That's a possibility. I don't know. We'll see.
Which would probably be fine since
Yeah.
it's
I
fine.
don't know. We maybe possibly just do Small World after Matterhorn. I really don't know.
I wanted to do Jungle
we'll see.
Cruise, but like, I don't know. Like, I like Indiana Jones. It's a fun ride. We rode it 2 times. We don't ride it again. It's fine.
We'll see what happens. Just did some more trades for some mystery pins. Trade away my Scar tie and my Emoji Eve for a Maleficent and Evil Queen bowling pins. I already had the Hades bowling pin and I didn't really care about the tie, so I think I'm going for that. Yeah, seems like a kind of a cool set to collect, so I might go for collecting the whole set. I'll see. Gonna go hop on Small World very quickly right now so we can make it back for our Indiana Jones Fast Pass. Better than Disney World's.
Yes.
I mean, it's, you know, it's fun to do once, just because it's kind of like a Where's Waldo of finding all the Disney characters. Whereas the one in Walt Disney World is, you know, very, very similar, but without the Disney characters, so it is
feel
worse.
as long as the one in Disney World.
It didn't. But I think that's because we were constantly pointing out the different Disney characters.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's entertaining to do once and then probably never again. They got these pumpkins around the partner statue, just one character representing each different land. Woody for Frontier, Jack Skellington for New Orleans, Tarzan, Adventureland, just all different ones. We're just gonna head out. We are considering doing Jungle Cruise, but neither of us are big fans of Jungle Cruise, so we're just gonna head out. So now we're going to go to Downtown Disney, check out some more pin trading, check out the Disneyland Hotel, check out the Disneyland Resort.
No, Disneyland Hotel.
Okay, I was right the first time. Okay, check out the Disneyland Hotel, and then go into California Adventure and conclude the day. I jokingly said it last night, but now bye Castle. We'll see you again at some point, probably like next Halloween.
See you not real soon.
All right, that'll do it for the second to last part. Just one more part left of the Disneyland trip. Now, this one was interesting. We kind of varied things up by doing really long, slower rides, and then doing a fast ride, and then doing a long, slower ride, and doing a fast ride. Kind of going back and forth. It was an interesting mix. Definitely helped because, yeah, a lot of those rides are really long, and doing them back-to-back would have been a little bit too much. Especially because we were just running ragged a little bit on that third day. At least Steph fell asleep on Finding Nemo. I probably did at least a little bit as well. So next part is the final part, and it's essentially just us running around trying to fit in as much as we can in the last few hours that we have left. Doing some things that we didn't get a chance to do before, finally getting on Monsters, Inc., and just a few other things that we didn't get a chance to ride before. So yeah, so stay tuned for that last part, and you'll see us run around like crazy and try not to miss our flight, which we definitely came close to doing. Yeah, so you'll hear all about that in the next part. See you then, guys.